Your Amazon storage limits keep dropping, and it's not a mistake. I'm going to be showing you 3 ways to improve your IPI score, thus increasing your storage limits. And how is your IPI score even calculated? And there's 4 different things. It's your sell-through rate, aged inventory. You don't want that. You want your products to be in stock, and you want to fix listing problems. It's usually the sell-through rate, which is the one that if you solve that, it solves all the other ones, and then it's going to be staying in stock. Those are going to be the 2 biggest things you want to focus on. And in order to see your IPI score, what you want to do is log into Amazon. So we're going to go into Amazon, and then we're going to go into inventory and then dashboard. And here we are, we're in the inventory dashboard, and we can see right here are factors that are going through that I just told you about: the sell-through, the excess inventory, the in-stock rate. You want these to all be in the green, right? So the sell-through rate, see it's at a 0.9. We want it to be a 1.0 to 3.0, right? That's what we want it to be, and it's very close. So we need to increase this just a tad bit. And in order to increase that, we can always run a sale. We could run more ads, right? There's multiple ways to increase your sell-through rate. Most likely, it could be just having a better listing, first image, things like that. Okay, so we can see it's getting better. But the biggest thing is because we've been doing so good lately, you can see our capacity monitor. It's not going to increase right away, right? But if we go here, here's our capacity limit, 388. Now, Amazon's going to monitor us for December, but in January, it's getting boosted up to practically double 600. So it's a long-term game. So just make sure that you're on top of it, and then long-term, it will pay dividends. Make sure that the storage utilization's in the green area. All these different things to make sure that you're doing, right? But if we go into Amazon's actual IPI, frequently asked questions, and we can see how is the IPI scores calculated, right? How is this even calculated at the end of the day? And it's to me, this is the most important 4 things. Maintain a balanced inventory level between sold and on-hand inventory, and avoid excess and aged inventory. I'm going to show you how to do this. This is just like a super long explanation. Avoid long-term storage fees, fix listing problems, and keep your most popular products in stock, right? So that's how it's calculated. Super vague, a little bit annoying on Amazon's part because they don't really actually explain why or how it's calculated. But we can kind of go back over here, and this is the 3 things you want to focus on, okay? You're going to try to boost your sell-through rate and get it to a 1.0. You saw mine was a 0.9. Reduce excess inventory, right? So if you have excess inventory, you can boost your sell-through rate, and that's going to improve it. Or you just try to sell it as quickly as possible, or you can remove it. There's a lot of different things. If you have any stranded inventory, that's going to pretty much drop your entire issue. Like your whole IPI score is going to tank. So any listing problems you also want to resolve at the end of the day. And then here we go. What is the best way to improve the score? And again, I already said it. It's going to be improving. This is directly from Amazon. Your 90-day sell-through rate, reduce excess inventory, reduce the same thing, reduce excess inventory again, and then fix listing problems. But let's actually go through it together. So if we go into Amazon Seller Central, let's make sure this, this loads. You can see under inventory. So if you go to your inventory dashboard, we were just here, and now we're under inventory, FBA inventory, right? So you're going to scroll down, and you can see the sell-through rate of each product. We want all of these to be 1.0 to 3.0. Remember, mine was a 0.9. So this is decreasing. This one's way too low. Look at this. This is a 0.3. So right off the get, I know I need to focus on this product as soon as humanly possible. If I can get this up to probably a 0.7, then overall we'll probably, be in a 1.0, and Amazon's going to be like, oh, sweet, we'll give you even a larger storage capacity. And that's what we want at the end of the day. So that's going to be the most important thing, is this sell-through rate. It's super easy to see, right? So just go there and then you can see it. There's also different fees you can get. Inventory overview, FBA healthy. But the number 2 thing that you want to be focusing on is going to be the excess units. Okay? So right now it says 0. If it says anything other than 0, Amazon is penalizing you, and this is impacting your IPI score, right? So look at to see if you have any excess units. If you do, you want to be focusing on them, probably running some type of ads, right? Or discounting your product, making your listing better, things like that. Now, number 3 is going to be your stranded inventory. So to get to stranded inventory, you're going to go to inventory and then fix stranded inventory right here. And when we click on that, it's going to take us here. Any stranded inventory should be tackled as quickly as humanly possible. So either trying to relist it if you can, having different preferences so you can have automatic settings where it automatically returns the inventory to you. This is going to be one of the easiest ways to mess up your IPI score, is having any type of stranded inventory. So anytime there's stranded inventory in here and you're like, my sell-through rate's great, I don't have any excess inventory. Well, your stranded inventory is crap, and now it's going to take like an extra 60 days to resolve your IPI score. So it's super touchy. You got to be on top of this. In order to resolve your excess inventory, by the way, if you're like, but I want to send a lot of inventory into Amazon, what you want to do is you want to utilize AWD. So AWD will help solve the excess inventory issue at the end of the day, because then you can store all the inventory in AWD. AWD can slowly restock your main fulfillment center inventory. So that's also a trick in the book that you can now do. But that is exactly how to increase your inventory IPI score. And then we do have a link right in our description. You can go to our website and actually get a free listing audit from us. Just fill this out. The biggest thing that we've seen isn't your ads, it's your actual listing. If your listing can stand out more, it's going to help your sell-through rate. And we're going to look at all your top competitors and take it one step at a time. It's free for you, great practice for us. So go in the link in the description and get a free audit today. But that's it for today's video. If you want more Amazon videos, tell me what to cover next in the comments. And if you learned something new, drop a like. If you're an Amazon seller, I highly recommend subscribing to our channel, because we're giving away great content that's going to help you in your Amazon journey. And of course, if you need help with increasing sales, making sure your inventory sell-through rate's good, resolving that excess rate, will help you. The link's right in the description to contact us. We also have full account management, where we're going to have our inventory team monitor your inventory every single week and send you reports. And these are manual reports. These aren't just automatic BS reports where we're like, look, this needs to be removed ASAP. Can we remove it for you? And be like, just yes, 100%. We're just going through everything, making sure your account's healthy. We also have an advertising team, customer service, design, and making sure your account is growing in sales. I'm Josh Hackett, CEO of VHP Consulting Group, and I'm signing out.